Hey, what's going on, guys? This is James from the Research Revolution. This story's on these Google cars. Um, I'll link the article below, but I just wanted to say I wouldn't be caught dead in this thing. This thing is a goofy clown car looking thing, but yeah, I just wanted to say that with that picture. But the article is more on these, right? These are the Google cars lined up. This is definitely being pumped out as an Uber driver. I know that my job security is, well, there's no job security. And I thought it was probably within 5 years I wouldn't have a job as a driver. I'm saying that probably it's half of that, but probably about 2 years until these things are fully operational. They're already coming out in the media saying how, human drivers compared to computers are way more dangerous and things like this. You could see the patterning going on. But another thing I wanted to show you, here I'm going to zoom in on this. You see what's on top here? Got my mind thinking to this device that's on top, and it reminded me of this thing. Remember this? This was from Batman, I think the second one, with the Riddlెr. Jim Carrey is the Riddlెr. Well, remember how he has these things that basically they take all the energy, and they're from the TVs that everybody's watching, and it's kind of like a power grid. It gets them high on power, and it sucks everybody's thoughts and minds and energy, and it condenses it into that thing. Well, it reminded me of that. These things right here, it reminded me of that. So I just thought I'd show some stuff. This was I think the same movie, but you see these keys here. I definitely think that they are, and if you look to the left here, there's the Arch of Triumph. I didn't even notice that. But you see these, all the keys, right? But I thought it was definitely very spooky how it resembled those things right here. So, yeah. Anyway, just my thoughts. I know that this is going towards, basically, you're not gonna afford insurance once these things go operational. You're gonna have to sign on to cars that they're gonna slowly do this, where insurance is not going to be affordable unless you have some sort of, car chip thing that, will prevent accidents, or do, some sort of something like that. And it's going to get to the end point where basically human drivers are going to be eliminated. That's actually what Uber/Google is planning on doing. Is they want to eliminate drivers. They want to eliminate, that. And they're selling it by saying, you could be on your phone, you could watch a movie on the way to work, how wonderful this is. But it is sketchy. This is very sketchy. And by the way, these things aren't safe at all. If you look at the beta testing they're doing right now, these things are actually way more dangerous than human drivers, if they work at all. I mean, some of the cars stop at stop signs for 6 minutes. They do all kinds of stuff. There's accidents, but they're really rolling this stuff out there. And then this also goes in line with Agenda 21. They basically want you in zones, cities. That's their soft plantation / FEMA camp. And certain regions you're not going to be allowed to travel to, right? So, say the district, just like that movie, I forget the name of it, but it's basically where you have sections, the hunting game. Hell. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. Anyway, whatever. So, and they want these sections, right? And that's my timer. It's got to go. But listen here. They're going to have these sections where basically you're not allowed to travel within these sections, and you're only allowed to travel within certain ones. And you're going to get taxed on the mileage. You're going to be confined. They're actually now in San Francisco, they're trying to make it trendy to basically live in coffin-sized apartments, like these really small ghetto places that you live, and they're trying to really pump it out as trendy. Here in Los Angeles, they tried this goofy project where they had these bikes, and they were thinking that people would be on the way to work and slip in your credit card and get on a bike and then whatever. It's totally failed. It was a total failure. They showed the women on their way to work in high heels on a bike, and I was like, this is the most absurd thing I've ever seen. But this Agenda 21 / Agenda 2030, this initiative is something to watch. This is a very, very big thing. And it goes hand in hand with the climate change wing of everything. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't climate change, but I am disagreeing by saying that it is us. It's us using hairspray and driving the same technology that we know that they have. They have 0 point energy. We don't have to be this. They're pretty much sticking us in this paradigm, and then they're calling us bad and saying that your carbon footprint, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, the corporations are the ones that are really ruining this entire earth, and they're trying to say that we're bad if basically by breathing. I mean, you could listen to Bill Gates's. He has this talk. I forget where it's at. But he's really nerdy, and he's like, well, we're just going to have to get one of these things down to zero. And he's like explaining this equation. Well, this equation was population times carbon emission times a couple other things. But he was pretty much pointing to the fact that we had to get the population down to zero. And it's pretty scary the way that people reacted to it, because he was pretty much saying in a very nerdy way, we gotta eliminate you humans. And then also in one, he talks about, if we're really good with vaccines, blah 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 blah, get the human population down. It's like, wait, what? Can you back that up, sir? What did you say about the vaccines? They're saying vaccines, they go hand in hand with basically population control. Think about that for a second. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that for a second. They're not having your well-being in mind. They want you dead. Anyway, these Google cars are goofy. Later.